The United States and Houthi rebels backed by Iran are both vowing escalation after the U.S. launched airstrikes to target the rebels. The strikes aim to deter them from attacking military and commercial vessels on the Red Sea, which is one of the world's busiest shipping corridors. Crystal Gomansing is leading our CBC News team in the region now, and she's live with Jerusalem this morning. Crystal, there are reports now of a retaliatory attack by the Houthis. What is the latest information you have there?
Well, good morning, Heather. That's right. The military spokesperson for the Houthis said this morning that they did strike the U.S. aircraft carrier in the Middle East, USS Truman. However, there's been no official response about that claim by the Americans. Rather, the U.S. Defense Department is saying that it continues to strike areas in Yemen held by the Houthi rebels. And as you mentioned, that is a group backed by Iran. Americans also released some new images of those strikes. Houthi spokesperson did say that there were 2 locations that were hit, including the port city of Hodeidah. There's been no indication of any fatalities in that strike so far, but there is this back and forth that is going on. It started late Saturday night when U.S. President Donald Trump ordered those initial strikes. White House Security Advisor Mike Waltz talked about the unchecked threat of the Houthis and Iran on ABC's This Week.
What we inherited was a terrible situation, and this is one of what will be a sustained effort to right that wrong and to reopen global commerce.
Now, the Houthis had threatened to restart the attacks on shipping vessels in the Red Sea, giving Israel a couple of days, saying if they did not resume aid shipments into Gaza, those strikes would begin once again. Since the Hamas-led attacks on October 7th, the Houthis had targeted more than 100 shipping vessels in the Red Sea. They say those attacks are in solidarity with the people in Gaza.
The other story that we're watching with you, Crystal, today is developments in the Israel-Hamas war. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wants to dismiss the head of Israel's intelligence service, that's named Shin Bet. What is the issue that Netanyahu has with Ronen Bar?
Well, this didn't necessarily come as a surprise. Last week, he tried to push Ronen Bar to resign. That didn't work. Late last night, he came out in a national televised statement, said that he had lost trust specifically in the director of Israel's security team, not the actual agency, just the director. And he said, given the war, given these times, he needs to have faith in that position. And so he is moving to dismiss Bar. That has to go through the cabinet, and it was immediately rejected by Israel's attorney general, saying that it has to be reviewed for the legal basis. Worth noting that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has also in the past tried to get rid of the attorney general, so there is a long line to follow here. When news of that dismissal started to trickle out late last night, there was a demonstration going on in Tel Aviv, and people started to react to the news. They say it's going to hurt future negotiations.
He's going against all the administration of the security of Israel, and it's going to harm the negotiation to release all the hostages.
I believe that Ofer, my cousin, is back home because of Ronen Bar as well. So it's not the time to do it. We are in a really critical days.
So we'll have to wait until Wednesday. That's when the Prime Minister will bring up the issue with his cabinet. Previously, Bar said he would not step down. We don't know if that's going to change this time around, but it is definitely something we will be following, Heather.
We'll follow it with you. Thank you, Crystal. Crystal Gomansing from Jerusalem this morning.